What's up, guys? I'm back with yet another movie review. Today I have one from Scream Factory. This is from a 60s movie, body horror, that was pretty influential, I think, but doesn't always get like the respect that it deserves because it is kind of a B movie. And that is The Manster. This was an American-Japanese co-production. It's about an American reporter who goes to Japan to interview a Japanese doctor slash scientist who's been doing some interesting genetic work. And basically what the doctor is doing without everyone knowing what's going on is he's creating these horrible Lovecraftian abominations, even turning his wife into like this just horrific, weird, mutant mess of a creature. And he just wants to fuck around with that stuff and create whatever weird shit that he can. When he meets this American reporter, he starts to, wine and dine the guy and surround him with geishas and, take him out to nice dinners, introduce him to the old sake bomb. And so the reporter starts to get this big swelled head, that he's some big shot. And then, of course, the plan is to dose him with a serum that will slowly turn him into one of these horrible monsters. Then the movie just kind of deals with what happens after that. He does get dosed, he does turn into a horrible monster, and then we just kind of see what happens. This movie is a B movie. It is kind of a goofy movie, but it has some really interesting body horror elements that you definitely see show up in later movies. It has a scene with the eye popping out of the shoulder, right at, which Army of Darkness pretty much lifted Bell Book and Candle, pretty much. I actually really like this movie. I think it's pretty well made, given that it's a B movie. The monster effects and creature effects in it are fantastic for the time. They even hold up pretty decently today. Whenever the eye turns into a full-fledged head, it's pretty shitty looking. But aside from that, all the creature effects, I think, hold up pretty well. Even in HD, they look like surprisingly effective. It doesn't have any nudity. It's got some hints of nudity in a bathhouse, but I mean, this is the 60s, and this is like a B movie, so unfortunately it's not soaked in. Although I guess a lot of I don't know why I said that. A lot of 60s B movies have tons of sleaze, but this one doesn't. It has some violence, but no real blood. But the creature effects in it kind of balance that out. The dialogue is outrageous. The American reporter character is just this ugly American stereotype, big and boorish, barking orders at people. When his wife questions what he's doing, he's like, "Maybe I didn't smack you around enough," and shit like that. And the movie also has some really funny, like, overly pretentious, overly serious moral lessons it tries to push, and I think those are really funny and add a lot to the entertainment factor. It is a B movie, so it's silly, it's goofy, but I think it's fun, and it's definitely, if you're a fan of body horror, you should definitely check it out just to see kind of one of the earlier efforts in the genre. The Blu-ray is from Scream Factory, and it doesn't really have any extras that I can remember, but it does have an HD transfer that looks really good. Like, I think Retro Media put out a DVD that looked good. This looks infinitely better. I'm pretty sure Manster is a public domain movie, but it looks amazing in this transfer. Super crisp, fine detail is amazing. It does have some stretches where things get kind of soft, but I mean, come on, it's a 60s B movie. I think they did a fantastic job with it. I think fans will be happy, and the first time you put it in, you'll be like, wow, this movie looks really good, especially if you've seen previous ones, because like this transfer blows all of them out of the water. I don't really know what else to say about it. The disc is fantastic. I know a lot of people probably question spending, $15-20 on what's essentially a public domain movie, but you have to keep in mind that not every version of these movies is going to have a fantastic transfer, and that's what you're paying for, and Scream has definitely made this a worthwhile disc. The movie itself is a lot of fun. I think anybody that's into B movies, drive-in movies, and body horror, it's pretty much a must-see in my opinion, just to see kind of where the roots to body horror kind of started to take hold. I highly recommend The Manster, and this is the best version you can get to check it out. I hope you guys like this review. Check out Manster. You can get it anywhere, Amazon, anywhere that sells Blu-rays pretty much. I really appreciate you guys watching. If you want more crazy movie reviews, make sure to go to my website, markfusion.com. I've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of crazy movie reviews, anime reviews, game reviews. And follow me on Twitter at markfusion, Instagram, everywhere is markfusion pretty much. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully I have another review up soon.